Hello, hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames spreaded by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Electrike and Manectric, and not at the freaking spreadsheet because there's nothing there, and I don't understand why, but just letting you know now, there's nothing to look over there. Okay, I guess we'll do a double header. So, I like the idea of Blacklight, that's kind of cool, nice for shiny Manectric, other words it's not applicable at all, but I just kind of like the idea of naming it Blacklight. Other words, I've seen, things like Ryuju, or Raika, or Rai, whatever the hell, I don't care, moving on, I'll acknowledge it for the sake of acknowledging it, but I got a feeling I'm going to see this 50,000 times. AC/DC, we've seen this in the past. I use it personally for my Electivire. I don't remember what other Pokemon we've seen it for, but yeah, if you want to, it's totally acceptable. I'm all for it. So I saw Bolts before, and I thought about it because I thought of the whole Disney thingy, and I was like, should I? Nah. But I guess I'll acknowledge it this time because maybe it's not just me that thinks that. Do I think it's great? Not particularly, but that's just because the name of the character isn't particularly great, so it is what it is. Also acknowledging Blitzkrieg, there's your generic electric type nickname. It's been a while since we've seen that, but yeah, you're gonna see that on a lot of different Pokemon. Okay, cool. So Urbosa is the Gerudo champion in Breath of the Wild, and in my opinion, one of the better champions. So, I'm totally fine with that. It's a name that's going to stand out on its own. I think we've talked about Rivali in the past, and I think maybe Daruk in the past. So, yeah, those are, Urbosa is totally fine. Probably the best one we've seen thus far. Alright, so I've scrolled past, like, King Tut, Cleopatra, and Pharaoh a couple times, and just, I don't know, to me it wasn't very appealing, but it's other suggestions that other people have came up with, and it's a direction to go with if you feel like it. I don't know, it's not for me. Like, I sort of see it, we get it, but other words I'm just like, something better, maybe. I'm okay with Bioshock. That's not terrible, I get it. Part of me is honestly thinking about the toxicity, and I'm like, maybe is a combination of biohazard and shock. And then, like, part of me is like, oh god, that's a bit of a stretch. But, I mean, Bioshock on itself, you could apply to whatever you want, really. Anyway, though, we've reached the bottom. We clicked on everything. It was mostly a bust, I'm gonna say. Urbosa I liked. Blacklight was okay. Bioshock was okay. But, in general, I don't know. There's nothing that really caught my attention or I felt was anything good. The spreadsheet had nothing on it, so am I surprised? Not really. I am curious though, like, this isn't necessarily about nicknames, but what it is about Manectric that started this trend with, like, very frail quadrupeds, because from Manectric we get Luxray, and then we get Zebstrika, and now I've got the Boltund, I think is how you say its name. Like, you have 4 Pokemon that are almost identical, so I guess if that helps you in any way, and if you have a nickname that applies to any of those, they'll probably apply to Manectric as well. So any ideas and suggestions, AC/DC was also okay, any suggestions you have for Manectric, provide in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones that you think are good, and hopefully we can think of something out there. Maybe one day I'll find something myself.